Welcome to Authentic Models, your ultimate destination for engaging life stories and captivating journeys of the modeling world's most celebrated figures. From legendary runway stars to pioneering fashion influencers, we delve into the lives and careers of those who've redefined style and set new standards in the industry. Tune in every week for fresh content featuring rare interviews, exclusive behind-the-scenes access, and inspiring accounts of models who've made a lasting impression on fashion history. Today on our highlight is AMIRAHDYME. AMIRAHDYME was born in Germany to a proud and culturally rich Sudanese family. Her roots stretched across continents and centuries. Her bloodline carried both the rhythm of the Nile and the silence of European winter mornings, and from that blend of north and east of tradition and reinvention, she became something entirely her own. Growing up in Frankfurt, she was surrounded by the collision of modernity and memory, steel towers and quiet family dinners, spiced with cumin and laughter, and from a young age she understood what it meant to stand between worlds, to belong everywhere and nowhere, and still claim her place with pride. She was tall, radiant, full of energy that moved like honey and lightning. People stared not because she demanded attention, but because she carried presence. She was a walking contradiction, soft but unbreakable, gentle but fierce curves where the world had only offered straight lines. She began posting selfies and styled photos when she was still a teenager, not to seek validation, but to document herself, to claim herself, to show the world how she saw her own beauty. And it wasn't long before the world noticed, because there was something in the way she held the camera, in the way her body spoke of freedom and refusal and celebration, that made people pause and say, yes, here is someone real, here is someone we've been waiting for. She called herself the thick Barbie, not as a gimmick, but as a declaration that she would not conform, she would not apologize for existing boldly, for walking into rooms that were never built for her, and sitting down anyway. Her German Sudanese heritage gave her a look that was both rare and magnetic, and it wasn't long before modeling agencies started calling. But many wanted to reshape her, rewrite her, reduce her, and every time she said no, every time she chose her truth over opportunity, her worth over visibility, and eventually the world shifted, not her. She walked runways, she graced campaigns, she became the image of a new kind of beauty, one that had hips, thighs, softness, power, vulnerability, strength, all held in balance. She worked with global brands from fashion to beauty, and brought her authenticity into every frame. And beyond the photos, beyond the fame, she was an advocate, a voice for women who had been told to shrink. She spoke openly about body positivity, about cultural pride, about mental health, about the power of saying I am enough, and I will not wait for your permission to exist. Her platform grew into millions. Her influence rippled into industries. Her name was not just trending, it was transformational. And even as the lights grew brighter, she stayed rooted in her community, in her values, in her family. She never forgot the girls who looked like her, who had never seen themselves on billboards and now could look up and see possibility. She launched her own fashion and beauty ventures focused on inclusive sizing and authentic representation. She mentored up and coming models, taught them how to protect their light, how to survive the pressure, how to say no when the world wanted to say yes at their expense. And as she moved through her 20s and into her 30s, she continued to evolve, refusing to be boxed in or defined by one title or one look. She became a businesswoman, a creative director, a philanthropist, investing in projects that lifted Black voices, especially those from Africa and the diaspora. She returned to Sudan several times seeking inspiration, reconnect, ion grounding in the stories of her ancestors, and she brought that energy into her work, a fusion of old and new, of African elegance and European edge, of tradition and rebellion. She was celebrated not just for her looks, but for her leadership and legacy. And when asked what success meant, she once said it means being seen, truly seen, and using that light to help others be seen too.